Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. We've been too far. Over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest. Animals. You should never have left Ash. It's over. Stairs. This must be the way out. won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Yeah! Waken! Let darkness fall!
By the flames.
Come on, Togo.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
With me, Paul.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? More of them. It's over. What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him? First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? No mistakes. finished. You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle. Just what I needed. That had better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much.
Kuka!
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming. find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
But if you can do it, then so could I! Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Joker!
Get up, Hugo! Your time is past! And this day is over!
Ultima. What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
The death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
What ways need
Welcome home,
patching
Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing it.
It's a long story.
One for the history book.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you.
Ah, the conquering hero returns.
I may have picked up one.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked the scent of...
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs, Vivian. I've never seen the Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home? The mother crystal of an allied nation, and it makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adam? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on... One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there? The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambition...
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptom.
He's...
Indeed he is. Which means... Well, Not quite. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Consider it the price.
I've never known you to be Sid.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us.
I suppose we are.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
Ah, Clive.
No. To share mine, actually.
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens... There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking.
All right, brilliant.
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, I need to know what he is.
Alas. No. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection, and not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a...
But I saw him. With...
I don't... Alas, it seems, to others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like...
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I do...
Thank you.
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone...
Nothing escapes you, it's true.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. And what can I do for you? Finished, are you?
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
And renew it.
I'll try to live up to... Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Back, are ya? What do you want? Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do ya. Not my best work, but it'll do. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that should do you. Anything else?
I'm telling you, it's true.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Just spreading the word. So, the professor's got... No. Ah, but you ain't. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hide, not least of all Sid. Well, she's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers. Trying to do her... Very well.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I'm too busy. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack.
Thermal.
Displacement stack.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so the thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done.
Is there anything I...
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some power. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Blackthorn.
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arse. Go on, then.
She said you would know.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Otto, you're with me. All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how...
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks there.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. I'll head down there. See about... All right.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this
Just don't let the bastard...
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Go on, just that.
I'll see what I... Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto.
Oh, Clark. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this... Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust. It's just lying here, waiting for...
But unlike any old fool...
Well spotted.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Black's. Here, Clive. Sid will be proud.
Of what?
Of you. The way you've carried on, Watty. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than 5 years on. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong, but I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. And if you hadn't, I couldn't have done any of this.
Yo, give over. You make him. All I did was choose hope over despair. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet, just like the old Sid. About time I was at all this scrabbling about in the sand.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
Oh, but I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious blacks.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Ready, go?
Yeah!
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Try to remember the good times.
Even in the... What a fool I've been!
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spice.
Though I want...
Master, just look at...
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor.
Are we had to dig a new cellar?
Ah, Clive.
Of course. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
You alright, Sid?
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some...
tailable.
Seems low, but pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? Run like the wind. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shield. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from it.
Are we headed to the new cellar?
I'm not going to change his mind.
Do you see anything you like? Come back again.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be...
Nice to get out and about. Let's do it again sometime.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plate. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you pretty...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back.
Give us a shout if you need.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Predators started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Black...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course, for this will be repurposed.
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken in. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the plans. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce... Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lost... The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very... I'll gather my team and head...
Come on.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there, as...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try.
The things I do for you.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helen.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will... Which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains...
Well, if I were in need of it, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah. Well, I've got all the details written. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for me. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril? What are these notes around?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. While also, as you can imagine...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have made a home here from...
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. It is said to be able to resist even before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to...
So if we could
it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past may yet...
Thank you, Harbog. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with
the other can assist me in researching how best to prepare.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to... So, Clive, who will accompany you?
All right. So...
I have taken the liberty of preparing...
Garlic. Are you sure this is the right... Looks like the ingredients for some...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are so much so, in fact, that they were harvested all... Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be...
Well, isn't... I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet...
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your Now, where's Talia?
Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and we shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a... But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up.
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
What do you want? Go on, take it. Good riddance.
There's talk at the glass.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nut. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together. In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared...
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did...
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refused...
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought... But in the spirit, you're appreciated too. Well, I think we've tarried long. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tom. I'll meet you back at the hideaway.
All right.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding?
Well, very well I was just explaining to Tarja, and now that we have all...
You can count on me. I've mixed...
What about the shielding?
Work is underway.
Apparently...
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work... A shame. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter followed by a rigorous, perhaps, somewhat...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the
You found something...
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates is supervising the construction.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, let's start working to the black...
You know, when I got into this, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take...
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna require some...
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for...
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in camp.
Good luck to them, Ice. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourself.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over, searching for a land untouched by the Black. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things... I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can.
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to say, sod our plans, I'm trusting in...
Are you sure about that?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive, Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off... No excuses.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid. Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep.
Then I'm too...
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across. But anyway, I was got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in...
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was just like when we built this. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
Will you mind the place while we're gone? You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take.
I hope she's telling the truth, Ali. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
He cracked the crystal too.
Hopefully it's nothing. What could be wrong? Trouble. I got your note.
So you can...
Black. where Sid gets the energy.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
That we'd be...
Really?
Oh, why? I take it there's danger. Oh, no doubt. Well, if I'm going to...
You...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take it.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?